Back in action here. Second half after a very short halftime. Again, a late start tonight. The game did not, normally the 7 o'clock start, but because of the rain, didn't get started till almost 7:50 this evening. Halftime score, it was the Aces leading the Crestview Knights 20-14. Again, halftime was very quick, about 10 minutes. They didn't have a halftime show, just enough time for the players to get into the locker room, coaches to go over a few things. And it looks like we had a bit of a misfire here for the kickoff to get the second half started. So they've got things figured out. It'll be first down. It'll be the Aces ball because it was touched. So Hicksville will have the ball, first and 10, on the 44-yard line of the Crestview Knights. Quick handoff, spin move, still on his feet, and a nice first down run from Fuller, I believe. And Fuller gets about 7 to make it 2nd and 3. Low snap to Crawl. He pitches it back. And nothing doing this time. He'll go down for a loss. Fuller, like I said, was not able to get away from the defenders that time. Back to about the 41-yard line to make it 3rd and 7 now. Another handoff. Straight ahead run. Make it 4th and 2. Aces going for it. Handoff, powering ahead. Still on his feet. On the far side and down inside the 15-yard line. A nice carry. And that's going to set the Aces up nicely. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Aces up by 6 and looking to pad that lead a little bit here early on in quarter number 3. 10:36 still to go in the third quarter. Rawl again handing it off to Fuller. Fuller maybe got a yard. Make it 2nd and 9 as they'll get up to the 11-yard line. Wide receivers going out on either side. Garrett on the option. He's going to hold on to it himself. He'll get to maybe the 10. So Crawl will get him another yard, and it'll be 3rd and 8. Nose of the football just outside the 10-yard line. Third down. Crawl takes the snap. He's going to hang on to it himself again. Garrett into the end zone. What a nice move. Garrett faked the handoff perfectly to Fuller and found a nice seam and just rocketed into the end zone. Puts the Aces up now 26-14. So Crawl, call that a 10-yard run from scrimmage into the end zone. And we'll see what the Aces want to do here. Up by 12. And we'll see if they go for 2 to make it a 2-touchdown lead. Crawl under center. He'll pitch it back. Diving into the end zone. It's good. Fuller, for the second time tonight, powers it into the end zone to complete the 2-point conversion. Take that back. I think that was Greer, number 7. 28-14. Aces now up by 14 points as they've doubled it up on Crestview. And the Knights, with 9:27 left to go in the third quarter, come back from the halftime locker room and find themselves suddenly with a lot of ground to make up. Down by 2 scores. They'll get themselves ready to receive the kick. And again, the Aces have already managed to successfully recover one onside kick in the first half. So we'll see what they decide to do here. Avios squibs it, and it's loose. And I think the Aces got it. I think the Aces might have pulled it off for the second time tonight. We'll wait for the official word. Number 3, Ethan Wilhelm. And the Aces recover the onside kick, and they're back on offense again. So Hicksville, Avios with a good onside kick. Wilhelm got in there and grabbed it. And with 9:22, the Aces have the ball back. 14-point lead and a fresh set of downs. Crawl, dropping back, ball in the air. Caught on the run. That's going to be 6 more. Into the end zone. And that's Mason Hostetler. The Aces making a statement now as a catch and run puts Hostetler into the end zone, and it's 34-14. Now the Aces up by 20. Looking over to the sideline to see what the call is from Coach Lucas Smith for the extra point conversion. The Aces look to be setting up to go for 2 yet again. Crawl takes a snap, drops back, rolling out, puts the ball in the air. It's intercepted and brought down, so the 2-point conversion will fail. That one picked off by number 35, Peyton Niddle for Crestview. He got as far as the 5-yard line. They brought him down, so the 2-point conversion fails, but the Aces still up by 20 now, 34-14. And still 9 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. And the Crestview Knights have yet to be able to get their hands on the ball for one offensive play. They have not touched the ball offensively from scrimmage since the start of the third quarter. They went in down by 6, and now they find themselves looking at a 20-point deficit in the course of about 3.5 minutes off the game clock. Avios, another low liner, That one's picked up. And he's going to be shuffled out of bounds at about the 28-yard line, it looks like. So Crestview looks like finally they're going to be able to run some offensive plays here. So 9:10 to go here in the third quarter. And the Knights now looking at a 20-point deficit. Going to have to get something going and going quick. Grandstaff hands off to his power runner, Miller. Miller moves forward for about 3. I think it's 2nd and 7. Hurry up offense for Grandstaff and the Knights. He'll work under center. Drop back. Now he's looking to throw. Grandstaff puts it in the air. Incomplete. Looked like his intended receiver, number 11, Braden Van Cleve. Got a flag on the play, though. We'll wait and see what the officials have to say here. And it's looks like it's back in the backfield. And it's going to be a hold on the Knights. So that's going to back him up significantly because that'll be from the spot of the foul. They're indicating 2nd down. Well, they're going to march it way back. Ooh, my goodness, back to the 14-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and about 22. Grandstaff looking to roll out. He's going to hang on to it himself. He's got a nice seam. He's got to close to first down yardage, and he's got first down yardage. He's still on his feet, heading up the sidelines. He's run out of bounds. And it looks to be, well, pretty close to midfield. We'll see where the official marking is. Actually, I think he got past midfield. It looks like it's about the Aces' 45-yard line. Yep, right on the 45-yard line is where they're going to put it down. 1st and 10, so Grandstaff helps out his own cause. Quarterback keeper, and he lopes it into Hicksville territory and gets another first down. Pitch out now to Miller. Miller looking to make something happen. Can't get around the corner. He's going to be brought down, but pretty close to that first down yardage marker. So Jordan Miller with a nice gain. Picks up about 7. They'll move it down to the 38-yard line of the Aces. 2nd and 3 for the Knights. Dylan Grandstaff takes a snap, hand off. Only needed 3. We'll see how close they got. Going to give him a yard and make it 3rd and 2. Nope, now they're going to say nope, 1st and 10. Okay. Need to get some coordination with the guys at the down markers over there. All right, they got it. The first down marker flipped over and they've got the yard indicators moved. All right. So it's 1st and 10 on the 33-yard line for the Crestview Knights. And again, a kind of a stoppage in play. The officials making sure everything is all squared away. And they'll start the clock up again. 7:50 to go here in quarter number 3. Grandstaff looking to pitch it out. He does to Miller. Miller evades one tackle. Another nice gain. Jordan Miller going to get him a little bit closer. Gain of about 7 down to the 26-yard line. 2nd down. So Grandstaff takes a snap, rolls back, manages to evade one tackle. He's in trouble, though, and he's going to get brought down over on the far side. Might have made it back to the line of scrimmage, but not much there. Call it 3rd and 3. They're going to give him credit for a yard now, make it 3rd and 2. Grandstaff again takes the snap, and we're going to have a whistle. And I think we might have another false start. Yep, another procedure call, and they'll back them up 5. So their 3rd and 2 becomes 3rd and 7. As they're back to the 31-yard line now. 7:01 on the 3rd quarter clock. Miller with the carry. And Miller gets back some of that lost yardage, but not enough for the first down. It'll be 4th and 1. The ball on the 25-yard line, and I'm pretty sure the Knights are going to go for it. Grandstaff takes a snap, hands it off to Miller. Miller heads up the middle, and he gets stuffed. So we'll see where they place the football. And the Aces are saying they didn't make it. I think they're going to bring out the chains, so there can't be any argument. The officials are going to call for the down markers to come out. They're going to take a measurement here, and we'll see whether it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Aces or, 1st and 10 for the Aces. They hold them. So the Crestview offensive drive stalls out at about the 23-24-yard line of the Aces. That's where Hicksville takes over on downs. 1st and 10 for the Aces, 6:22, so just about halfway through quarter number 3. And again, the Aces leading the Crestview Knights by 20, 34-14. Garrett Krall out of the shotgun. Handoff. I believe that's Fuller. Fuller powering forward for about a yard. Out to the 25. 2nd and 9. Snap, and the ball's loose. It was just a bad exchange between Fuller and Krall. The ball hit the turf. Aces hang on to it, but they're going to get backed up a bit. So that'll be 3rd and 14 now. As they lose about 5 yards on that play. Krall looking to put it in the air. Oh, he hangs on to it. Garrett still on his feet. Nice open field running for Garrett as he gets out close to the 50-yard line. That'll be good for a first down. What a nice misdirection. as the Aces advance the ball for a first down, and they get out, again, close to midfield. Crawl picks up just shy of 30 yards on that carry. It'll be 1st and 10 Aces from their own 49-yard line. Crawl takes a snap, hands onto it himself. Garrett, not much there. He came through the line and got him pretty quick. He got a couple of them. Keeps the clock rolling as we're down under 5 minutes. And they go from the Aces 49-yard line to the Crestview Knights 49-yard line. As again, the Aces are content just to move the ball and keep that clock rolling. Pitch back. That's Fuller. Fuller stays on his feet and gets down close to the 40-yard line. Stays in bounds. That'll be 3rd and 1. Mark him down officially on the 42-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go now. Play clock down to 15, still plenty of time. And they're just going to try to power it forward for the first down. They do. So they'll stop the clock briefly while the chain gang moves down the field. It'll be 1st and 10 Aces from the Crestview 41-yard line. And back in play. The clock starts up again. Crawl back in the shotgun. Dropping back. Garrett looking to put it in the air. And there's the flag. That's... I hate to say it, but turnabout's fair play. At least they're going to be consistent. That was there was a call made in the first half against the Aces that we thought was a little hinky, and it was pretty much a similar situation here in the second half, and they're going to throw the flag on Crestview. So that'll advance the ball for the Aces. They'll take it down to the 26-yard line, and they'll move the chains again. It'll be 1st and 10 Hicksville. 3:15 to go in quarter number 3. Again, a game that got a late start because of the thunder and lightning earlier. Handoff straight up the pipe for Fuller. Fuller inside the 25-yard line. Down to about the 24. 2nd and 8. Again, the Aces keeping one eye on the play clock and another on the game clock. And time is on their side, so they're in no rush to get plays off here. And Crawl, I think, got him to jump. Yep, and it's encroachment, so tack on 5 more for the Aces. That's going to make it 2nd and 3, as it'll get him into the red zone. Ball now on the 19-yard line for Hicksville. I think they might be thinking get some more points on the board and to get that continuous clock going. Crawl, snap. Garrett hangs on to it himself. Across the 15 into the 10, down close to the 5. I think they're going to say that his knee touched at about the 7-yard line, but that's going to be 1st and goal for the Aces. Again, Garrett doing really well with the misdirection play this second half, and he's managed to pick up some nice yardage. Ball on the 7-yard line. It's 1st and goal, Aces. Krall takes a snap. He's going to hang on to it himself again, and Garrett Krall's going to power into the end zone. And just like that, the Aces up now 40-14. 2:10 left in the third quarter. A 26-point lead for the Aces. And, of course, not quite to the continuous clock threshold, but getting close. Looking to kick the extra point here. Greer, the holder. Avios, the kicker. Down, up. Flag, and it's good. So that makes it 41-14, and that might affect the position of the ball when it comes to the kickoff.
Wow.
So roughing the kicker, and that's the 15-yard variety. So they're going to get a 15-yard. Well, they'll be 15 yards closer for the kickoff. So the roughing the kicker is going to tack 15 yards on for the Aces on the kickoff. So I think that you are definitely going to see the onside kick now if they're going to be that close, and they're going to be coming after it. Aces now up by 27 points here, 2:10 left in the third quarter. And this third quarter, you came back after the halftime, and it has been all Hicksville. They have come out, and they have been ready to play, and they've put Crestview back on their heels. It was pretty much a close matchup back and forth in the first half, but like I said, after the short halftime, the Aces came out ready to play, and they have been putting it to the Knights with authority here in this third quarter, as the Aces have scored 21 since halftime in the course of under 10 minutes. They're going to tee it up, and the Aces are going to be kicking from the Crestview 45-yard line. Avios is going to go out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. So Salvador's kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The officials will pick up the flag. And we'll get things set up and see what they want to do here. So it was the procedure, obviously, for going out of bounds, and they're going to take the 10 yards and get the ball back. Not going to take the chance of letting Hicksville get another kick. So that'll put the ball on the 20-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10, Crestview. Ball in the air. Almost caught. He was hit just as he made contact with the ball. No flag. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So Grandstaff going to the air. Only takes 5 seconds off the clock. Incomplete. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Grandstaff looking downfield, puts his arm into it, overthrows his receiver. He was aiming for Jordan Miller, but it was about 3 yards beyond Jordan there. And that brings up 3rd and 10. Looks like right now, at least, Crestview's going to try to make the big play and try to get back some of those points with a quick strike here, but so far, luck has not been on their side. 2 minutes to go And again, it's going to slow down the clock a little bit here when they go to the passing game as the clock stops on the incompletions. Grandstaff again drops back to throw. Short one this time. And I don't think he's got first down yardage. A little slant pass underneath. And good for about, looks like about 8 yards. Bring up 4th and 2. And there's no doubt that the Knights are going to be going for it on 4th and 2 here. Grandstaff will drop back out of the shotgun this time. And we're going to have a whistle. And a false start. Oh, my. Yep, 44 jumped. That'll back them up 5. And they go from 4th and 2 to 4th and 7. 151. They're still going to have to go for it. Like I said, you can't afford, you know. Well, we'll see. They'll send in a fresh play from the sideline. Like I said, 4th and 7 now for the Knights, deep in their own territory. And they come running up, and we're going to have a whistle and a stoppage of play. Crestview's dropping back to huddle up again. So whatever it was that the officials saw that they didn't like, they got everything all squared away now. Ready to get back in action. Out of the shotgun, Grandstaff. He's in trouble, looking for something. Gets the ball away. It's caught. Number 5 makes the grab, and he's going to be escorted out of the on the sidelines. It was Chase Clark making the catch. It should be good enough for first down yardage. Grandstaff was lucky to get rid of that ball. The Aces were breathing down his neck, but he manages to make the completion. They'll drop back again. Grandstaff again looking to go downfield. There's nobody there. So that's an incomplete pass, and there's a flag on the play. I'm not sure. I don't think they had managed to get the down markers in place before they snap that ball. We'll see just what the ruling is. And they're going to call roughing the passer. So that'll be a 15-yard personal foul. So they must have had a little extracurricular activity going on with Grandstaff after he got the ball away. So after the roughing the passer, another catch and a fumble. And the fumble goes out of bounds. Clark made the reception. Ball popped loose after he caught it. So Crestview hangs on to the ball. It'll be 2nd and 2 down at the Aces 39-yard line. Grandstaff dropping back again. Ball in the air. And no good. Chase Clark, the intended receiver. And ball is incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 1:26. And it's, like I said, that slowed down the move. That slowed down the clock considerably, with the Knights going to the passing game. Grandstaff again working out of the shotgun now as they're trying to pass the ball down the field. He's going to hang on to it this time, though. Grandstaff powers forward, trying to get those 2 yards to move the chains. And he does. So he gets down to the 36-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for Crestview. And again, they're on the hurry-up offense. Grandstaff gets through, gets the ball thrown, and it is incomplete. Number 44, Jacob Leverton, the intended receiver, couldn't hang on to it. And Leverton kind of staggers off the field there. 1:09 now in the game. It's 2nd and 10. Our camera person is anxious for the Aces to get the ball back so the clock will start running again. 1:09 to go here in quarter number 3. Crestview with the ball, 2nd and 10. Grandstaff out of the shotgun, dropping back to throw. Gets the ball in the air, incomplete. Throws short, hits the turf, and that brings up 3rd down and 10. So the Knights now working on a 3rd down. Grandstaff again dropping back, ball in the air, it's caught. Number 15 makes the grab. Siler Miller. So that'll keep the clock running as we're under a minute now. And brings up 4th down for the Knights. Grandstaff rolling out. Looking downfield, not seeing anybody. Heading towards the sideline. Throws the ball away. It's incomplete. And that should get the Aces the ball back. 1st and 10 on the 29-yard line with 25 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. I think the Aces will get the ball back. And I'm going to assume that they're going to keep it on the ground and keep that clock running. They should be able to get a play off here to end the 3rd quarter. Coach Smith talking with the crew over on the sideline on the far side of the field. Aces will break huddle. Here they come as we get ready to close out quarter number 3 of this week number 2 varsity football game here on Hicksville Community Television. Garrett Kroll takes a snap, quick handoff, not much there, and they'll probably run out the 3rd quarter here. No gain on the play, I don't think. 2nd and 10. And they're going to let the time expire here, and that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. So after 3, it's the Aces leading the Crestview Knights 41-14, 27-point advantage for Hicksville. And we'll get the clock reset and we'll get ready for the 4th and final quarter here on HIX-TV as we'll change ends of the field. And while they're getting things ready to go, we've got some time here to say another big thank you to our HIX-TV football broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville. Both the Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford have once again lent their support. They're the ones that make it possible for us to go on the road for these away games during the regular season. I want to thank them so very much, and we want to remind you that if you're in the market for a vehicle, whether one that's brand spanking new or pre-owned, be it a car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the great selection that they have on the lots at the new Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, then the Jim Schmidt truck lot. If you want, you don't even need to go out there. You can check out the full selection online, JimSchmidtAuto.com. And again, if you don't see what it is you're looking for, let the fine folks at Jim Schmidt know what it is you're interested in. They'll do their very best to find you just exactly the vehicle that you want. So proud to have them once again as our football broadcast underwriters for the 2015 season. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville and online at JimSchmidtAuto.com. Here we go, 12 minutes on the clock. Aces with the ball, in control of this game so far. 2nd and 10. Garrett Crawl drops back, puts the ball in the air, overthrows his receiver. So the Aces will stop the clock. They'll manage to tick off 6 seconds. It'll be 3rd down for Hicksville. Again, the ball at the 28-yard line of the Aces. Crawl out of the shotgun again, puts a man in motion. That's Fuller. Garrett's going to hang on to it himself. He's going to take off. Not quite first down yardage. Looks like he might have picked up about 6. That'll bring up 4th down for the Aces. Out at about the 34-yard line. Pickup of 6 for Crawl. It's 4th and 4. And they're going to bring out Logan Neihart to kick this one away. So some quick reshuffling for the Crestview Knights. They need to get their special teams in there to receive this punt. And a false start for the Aces. So that'll back them up 5. Early in the season, the Aces, not a team that punts very often, so, yeah. False start there, backs them up 5 more. Neihart, get ready. Here's the snap. He gets it. Gets it off. Fair catch called and made. So with 11:04 left in the game, the Crestview Knights go back on offense. They're down by 27, 41-14. And they'll set up shop. 1st and 10 on their 39-yard line. So Grandstaff break the huddle. He's going to drop back and look to throw. In some trouble. Now he's going to run for his life. And he's going to get dropped for about a 9-yard loss back at the 30-yard line. So 2nd and 19 now. .23 and the clock rolling. Grandstaff. They're going to run the ball. Move it forward. And get back some of that yard. Grandstaff on the quarterback keeper picked up about 3 or 4. Brings up 3rd and 16. Gain of 3 officially. We'll call in the play. And we'll see what the Knights have in store for this 3rd down. Grandstaff dropping back, looking to put it in the air. He does. And it's picked off. Intercepted by the Aces. Evans, number 24. Hunter makes the pick. And the Aces will get the ball back. Pretty good field position, too, on their own 34-yard line. So Hunter Evans with the defensive play of the night as he intercepts the pass. Gets the ball back for the Aces. 41-14, Hicksville leads. 9:31 to go in the game. And we'll see if the Aces are going to just try to keep it on the ground and grind it out here and keep the clock rolling, or That's what they plan on doing here. Garrett Krall bringing the squad out. They'll go right to the line. Krall. Hand off to Fuller. Fuller powers his way down to about the 40, 41-yard line. Fuller out to the 41-yard line. That'll make it second and about 2. Well, they're going to say second and 3. Gain is 7 for Fuller. Play clock down to 14. Keeping an eye on the play clock a little bit. And Krall eludes one tackle, takes off. Trying to get first down yardage. Not too concerned about making much more than that, but Garrett picks up 2. That'll make it, well, they're saying right now 3rd and 1. And we're going to maybe have a measurement. Yep, it's pretty close. So take a measurement there. Garrett was just trying to keep it on the ground and get enough to move the chains. And we'll wait for the official measurement. Yeah, I think he's going to be just a bit short. Yep. Couple inches short. So it'll be 3rd in inches. The Aces will come out. And see if they can pick up 4 inches on this play to move the chains. They'll crank the clock back up again. Krall's going to move up under center. That should be good enough, I think. And it is. So Garrett on the quarterback keeper powers forward, picks up about a foot, which is enough for a first down. So ball on the 45-yard line, 1st and 10 Hicksville. As again, the Aces are taking their time. Clock's on their side, and they're content to let it run. Krall's going to move up and work under center once again. Pitch back. That was to Fuller. And Fuller going to get out near midfield. Pickup of about 2. So we'll call it 2nd and 8. Again, Krall's going to come up under center. He's got his running backs behind him. Again, a handoff to Fuller. And this time, they were waiting for him. So that'll be 3rd down and long for the Aces. Haven't had too many of those this evening. So Fuller loses a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 9 as that clock keeps rolling, closing in on halfway through this 4th quarter, almost to the 6-minute mark. Again, the Aces are pretty much just sort of standing around until the play clock gets down to about 10 seconds, and then they start getting down to business. Krall rolling out, turns the corner. He's not going to get anywhere near first down yardage, but they're going to be, they'll take him down. He'll stay in bounds. It'll be 4th down. So it looks like he might have got a yard or 2. Looks like about 7 to go. So 4th and 7 for Hicksville. switching personnel out, and Crestview's going to do the same. I'll bring in Logan Nyhart. Another high snap, but he gets it. Gets his foot into it. Another fair catch called and made. Deep in their own territory. So 5:20 to go in the game, and the Knights get the ball back. They're down by 27. As the Aces are content on that offensive stanza. They just wanted to burn a lot of time off that clock, and indeed they did. A couple of first downs, and they were able to move the ball down the field a little bit, but like I said, they wound the clock down to just a little over 5 minutes, which when you're down by 27 points, you need every second on the clock. Fumble down on the Aces are saying they've got it, but we'll wait and see. I don't think they do. Grandstaff lost the handle, but they recover. So they'll lose a couple. It'll be 2nd and 13, and clock is going to keep rolling under 5 minutes now. On what has been kind of a late night for football, again getting started about an hour late because of some thunderstorms in Convoy, Ohio earlier this evening. Grandstaff puts the ball in the air, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver couldn't get a handle on it. It hits the turf. It was number 32, I believe, Javin Etzler, that dropped the ball. That'll stop the clock on the incomplete pass. 4:34 left in the game. And it'll bring up 3rd and 13 for the Crestview Knights. And the snap, again looking to pass, and again incomplete. So 4th down and 13 for Crestview. And they're switching out a lot of players, so we'll see what they're going to do here. If they decide to, I don't know, if they drop back to punt the ball, then that's pretty much the same as raising the white flag, I think. But so we'll see. And it looks like they are going to just drop back to punt. It's too deep in their end of the field. They can't take any chances. They get the leg into it. It's caught, dropped, scooped back up. And the Aces, I think that was Hunter Evans. Number 20, Peyton Tunis, excuse me, who made the catch and the return. Get to the 46-yard line of the Crestview Knights, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Aces. 4:17, and again, looks like Hicksville, if the last offensive series was any indicator, they're going to come out and they're going to just try to keep that clock rolling. They're up by 27, so they don't really need to worry about getting any more points on the board. And number 26 is Zach Brickle. I think he's the new quarterback in. They're giving Garrett a rest. So number 26 is, again, Zach Brickle, and Zach is a 5'7" freshman. Getting to take a few snaps here tonight. Clock continues to roll. Brickle takes a snap, pitches it out. That's the other freshman, number 8, who gets him the first down. Marcus Dreher. And Dreher moves the chains. They'll stop the clock just long enough for the chain gang to move into place. 3:31. And the clock starts running again. So we're seeing some of the younger aces with a comfortable lead late in the game, getting some varsity playing experience here. As again, Zach Brickle coming in to be quarterback. And Brickle, the handoff, nothing doing there to Dreher. So Dreher is going to lose a few yards. That'll make it 2nd and 12. Back him up to the 36 as we go under 3 minutes in the game. Again, want to say a big thank you to the athletic department here at Convoy Crestview High School. Again, making us feel very welcome, giving us some nice space, and just a very great, good group to work with and accommodating us. We appreciate it very much, traveling down here to cover the game. Quarterback. Let's see, it's Dreher with the ball. Handoff, and Dreher, it looks like he got some positive yardage there. Pickup of about 6 to make it 3rd and 6. And get down to about 30-yard line. And again, the Aces are in their burn the clock mode. They're keeping an eye on the here at Crestview Field. They have digital clocks on either end in either end zone that show the play clock counting down. So the Aces have been keeping an eye on that, and they haven't really done anything till it gets down to about 10. Another handoff, another run up the middle. 4th and 2. And again, Brickle going to hang on to the ball himself. Powers forward. We'll see whether or not he got enough for the first down or whether the Aces are going to turn it over on downs with 1:07 left in the game. Waiting to see what the officials have to say. And they're going to take a measurement again. So with 1:07, they're not going to trust their eyeballs. They're going to put the ball down and bring the gang out again and have an official measurement. It'll either be 1st and 10 for the Aces, or it'll go back to the Crestview Knights, and they'll have 1:07 to work with in a 27-point deficit. And it's a first down for the Aces. So Hicksville's going to hang on to it. They've got a fresh set of downs, and well, they only need to snap the ball a 3 times, and this one's over, unless Crestview wants to burn its timeout, and there's no real reason for the Knights to bother doing that. Aces are to the point now where it looks like they should be able to take a knee. They're going to watch, and they're going to take that game clock down as far as they can, and we're going to have a timeout. And the Knights do indeed take a timeout. 54.7 seconds, down by 27. And Crestview takes a timeout. Okay. Aces looked like I said they were getting into the victory formation there. They were going to watch the they were going to wait until they had about 1 or 2 seconds left on the play clock, snap the ball, take a knee. And they would have had to do that 3 times. The game would have been over. Now they'll be able to take a knee right away. They'll still be able to work the game clock down quite a bit. Or who knows, they may decide to, well, we'll see. It looks like they're gonna just take a knee here. The clock won't start until you take the snap. And they take a knee. And so that'll make it 2nd down and about 11. Clock continues to roll. Down to 35 seconds. I'll say it's 2nd and 12 now. 26-yard line. The play clock at 10 seconds. And they'll take a knee. And that'll do it. The play clock is 25 and the game clock is 10. So the Aces going to head to the sideline and get ready to shake hands, get on the bus, and head back to Hicksville with the first W of the year under their belt. Aces make the road trip down to Convoy to battle the Knights, and they're going to go home winners as Hicksville defeats Crestview. Final score tonight, 41-14. Again, game not getting started till about 7:50. Long delay because of thunder and lightning in the Convoy area earlier. They hang in. They have a short to halftime, and they do everything they can to get the game back on track time-wise. And in the end, the Aces, again, pretty close, kind of a back-and-forth game. They were up, but only by 6 at halftime, 20-14. But after the short halftime, the Aces came back out onto the field, and they just dominated in that third quarter. It just put the game away with 21 points that they scored in the first 10 minutes of the third quarter, and then tagging on another one just for extra insurance. Again, they wind up winning it by 27. Final score 41-14. I want to say a thank you once again to our football broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville. Stop by and check out the great selection, and if you see Jim or his lovely wife or any of the folks that work out there, make sure you let them know how much you appreciate being able to watch Aces sports action on HIX-TV and, of course, the HIX-TV YouTube channel. They're the ones that help make it possible with their underwriting support. So, again, thank them and let them know how much you appreciate their continued support of HIX-TV and our Hicksville Aces athletic broadcast. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships online at jimschmidtauto.com. Also want to thank once again athletic department here at Crestview High School, again accommodating us and making us feel very welcome. Want to thank them so very much. Aces back home next week as they will host Eden. The last of the non-conference games before we get into the GMC season. Of course, there will be one other non-conference game filling in for Antwerp. That'll be the homecoming game. We'll talk more about that. Now, next week on Friday, I will not be in the press box, but we're going to have a special guest announcer to do play-by-play next week, so we look forward to that as well. And, of course, I'll be back with you the week after that to get the GMC season underway with the Aces. But with that, we're going to wrap it up and pack things up and start heading back towards Hicksville. Once again, your final score, the Aces winners tonight, 41-14, 27 point. They turned the scoreboard off on me. 41-14, Aces put the first win of the season, so they even up their record at 1-1. And with that, we're going to wrap up our broadcast from Crestview High School. This is Bill Murphy with Amy Murphy on the camera, wishing you good night and good sports.